Pop-up windows? Iframes? Save before navigating? Are you kidding me? Welcome to Quickbase Junkie. I help Quickbase builders learn fast to deliver more. Wow, these are some amazing new URL and button features. Quickbase just released several enhancements to the way that you use buttons in Quickbase. So I wanted to quickly run through what those enhancements are. Let's take a look at one of these records. I just have a few fields here to demonstrate what's going on. The first is a URL formula field. Let's jump in there. As you can see, it's a URL formula, and I just have a really simple formula here, which is basically just the Quickbase Junkie website. But here's where it starts to get interesting. The options that are added are to embed as an iframe in forms, as well as open the target not only in the same page or in a new window, which were previously available, but also in a pop-up. Yes, that's right. You can now open your targets in a pop-up. Let's see what that one looks like first. Heading back into our record, I'll click on that link, and sure enough, it's opened this pop-up window. You can see the window is popped up over my other window. Even if I would have made changes, it wouldn't matter. The record wouldn't have to navigate away. It simply opens this pop-up. Now, what I haven't seen is an ability to change the dimensions of that pop-up. So Quickbase, if you're listening, I would love to adjust those dimensions. Let's head back and look at another new feature, and that's the embed as an iframe in forms. Here we do get the option to set the dimensions. I'm going to set this to 560 and 315. And I'm doing that because I'm going to embed a YouTube video from my YouTube channel right here on the form in Quickbase. It's going to be awesome. I'll click save. And now right on my form, I have that YouTube video embedded in the iframe because of that little new setting that I set. Now, not all pages can be embedded in iframes, but when you do, it's really awesome. Not only can you do this for training videos like this, but you can also do it for other types of items you want to put in an iframe. I'm going to go ahead and change that back since it's taking up an awful lot of space. Next, we have a regular URL field. Go into that field. Now this is just a regular URL field, but notice you have the same option here to embed as an iframe as well as that new pop-up option. I'm not going to go through this because it's the same as what I just demonstrated, only in this case when you're on the form, you enter the URL here as opposed to it being part of that formula. Last, I have a rich text formula field being displayed as a button. That's this pretty little button down here. Now, I happen to have this label controlling what you see on that button. So if I make an update here, you'll see it on the button. Traditionally, when we click a rich text field with a button, it's going to have an issue because I've made changes to the record and it's trying to navigate away. I'm getting this Chrome alert saying, your changes may not be saved. Are you sure you want to leave? And no, I want my changes to be saved. I would have to manually save first and then launch that button in order to ensure that all edits have first been saved. But with the new feature, we don't need to worry about that. Now there's two elements to this, and I'll start with the first, which is the big one. I'll go into my field, go ahead and leave that form. I'll go into my field here and you can see I've got a couple of different dynamic actions influencing the way that my button both looks and behaves. First off, I'm using this class here in order to set that blue color of the button. There's a lot of different ways using both class and style that you can use to create buttons. And what I want to emphasize here is the class, because the new class that Quickbase has just released is this one here, called SaveBeforeNavigating. If we insert this class into our buttons, it'll do just that, save before navigating. Now notice what I've done here. Because I was already using this class, I needed to include the save before navigating within that same class string between those two single quotes, or sometimes folks are using escaped double quotes with just a space between these two classes. If you are not using a class, you would simply remove this piece and include this as your class, Save Before Navigating. But I like that blue button. Once I include this, I click Save. And now let's make that change. And I'll click the button, and it's asking me, do I want to save the record? Much better than that Chrome alert, right? I can click Save and navigate to my destination. I'll cancel that because there is that one additional option. Leave here. In the table's advanced settings, you can scroll down, 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 down to this item here. Autosave when redirecting away from the page. This has been here for a while, but it had a different name. It said something to the effect of save parent when adding children. It's the same thing. We want to autosave when redirecting away from the page. Back to our record, make my change, and now I can click my button, and it's immediately saving and then taking me to my destination. I'll go back. One last thing I want to mention, and we hop back into this formula. I did test this, including a target blank in order to launch the window in a new tab. And when including both target blank and Save Before Navigating, it replaced the screen with my destination as opposed to opening it in a new tab. So Quickbase, that is something you could address as well. If you're interested in learning more about buttons or HTML in general, head over to quickbasejunkie.com/training. I have an HTML formula bundle that I'm sure you're gonna love. That's all I have on these new button features. Check them out. I know they'll make a huge difference for your buttons in your Quickbase apps. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe using the link below. You can also drop me a comment and let me know what you thought and what you enjoyed the most. And then head over to quickbasejunkie.com to grab one of those free downloads. Bye for now. Using the link below. Bye for now.